Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's going to be a general collective reading, so please remember to take what resonates and toss the rest, okay? Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Three of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. So right away, it looks like there's going to be some sort of celebration for a Queen of Pentacles. I'm seeing somebody getting married. I don't know what that means, but it feels like that. It feels like somebody getting married. I didn't know anybody did that anymore. I'm just teasing. Alright, yep. Look. Four of Wands is the challenge, but there's some stress around this. It's like somebody's afraid to move in with somebody. Empress energy to the Nine of Swords. I feel like maybe they're afraid to lose their independence. I'm seeing like, you know, like somebody getting ready for a wedding and like sipping on a little too much wine just to like keep themselves sensible. This King of Wands in the most recent past is holding on to some sort of conflict. Okay. So there's somebody else here who's conflicted about this marriage. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be a daddy. This could be a third person that's involved in this. Maybe like it's somebody's best friend that wanted this Empress instead of this other person. But this Empress has made up their mind. But like I said, there's some stress and there's an argument that just took place. Somebody wants to hold on to some sort of money in the past. Yeah, they're obsessed with finances. Immediate future. Now, I was listening to a couple readings the other day, because, you know, I very rarely get time to do anything, but when I do, I sometimes play readings in the background while I'm doing other stuff. And I was listening to this reader, and she kept repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again throughout the entire reading. That's when you know that something's scripted. When somebody had it in their mind to say that before they even started the reading. So be careful what you listen to, because that just sounded so fake to me that I was just like, I had to turn it off. So if somebody, like I said, keeps repeating the same thing over and over again, has no story behind it, then they already had it and kind of wrote it out in their mind, or that's all they can think of through the entire reading, so they're not picking up the rest of the reading. I hope that makes sense. Some people, their third eye is blocked right now because not of their own making, okay? It's because of what's going on in the world. Okay, so yeah. There's somebody here who's extremely upset. They probably feel like they should have asked first, but they were afraid of rejection. Afraid of rejection. Nine of Pentacles. So in the immediate future, they're stuck with their feelings. They're stuck in their feelings, in their Five of Cups. Whoever this King of Wands is, they're stuck in their feelings because their fear stopped them from possibly, maybe this Queen of Pentacles or whoever this Nine of Pentacles is did want them, but they hesitated too long, and now they're going to be going a different direction. So somebody's figuring out, okay, maybe it's a little too late, but they're figuring out that they were in love with this person the whole time. And they're realizing that they're in love with this person because this person's about to get married. And the Queen of Swords don't play. Maybe they got cut off because of maybe they rejected them. Okay? Maybe they rejected them in the past because of a money situation, because of a financial situation. Maybe that person at that time maybe didn't have enough money, so they looked at them like they weren't worthy of this King of Wands. Now this King of Wands is in heavy regret because this Queen of Swords, or whoever this Nine of Pentacles is, decided to love himself instead. And I do feel like there's a rejection here. Somebody got rejected. Either that or, like I said, maybe they rejected the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles went a different route, and now they're in heavy regret because they went a different route. Or they decided to be single and love themselves. Who knows? Take it as it resonates. Poor Tang is like upset because now they're stuck in love with somebody that they rejected. That sounds like a personal problem. And I like this shirt, but man, it falls off my shoulders. It's a little too big. King of Swords is the outside influence. So this is a perfect match. These two people are standing in their ultimate truth. They're not playing around with the truth. They're listening to their higher selves. They're going for what they know and not the flying monkeys. Because we have the Seven of Cups and the High Priestess. So like I said, this person could have been told something about the Nine of Pentacles that wasn't true. It was an illusion. Now they're finding out the truth and in heavy regret because they didn't make the offer first. They rejected the Four of Wands. Like I said, there's at least 3 people here. So somebody rejected that Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and now they're in heavy regret. I'm too good looking for that person, or I'm too good for that person. Yeah, how you feeling about it now, Skippy? Their intuition says, oh, something that was told to me was an illusion. Now I've lost it. Not out of time yet, whoever you are, but I wouldn't suggest you get involved, especially if you rejected the person that you now are a little obsessed with, because they moved on to calmer waters. Yeah, judgment is what's fair is fair, and there's a brand new beginning here. Aries energy. Like I said, whoever that High Priestess was there painted some kind of illusion that's now got this person stuck in their head and in heavy regret because they misjudged somebody hard and they rejected them. That's the story I'm getting out of this. But now they want to work something out because they know the truth about the Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Karma. The Nine of Pentacles is turning into a Queen of Pentacles, and they want to work something out because they know the absolute truth with the Ace of Swords, Ace, King, Queen. They know the absolute truth now of, and basically who you are. You could probably be the person that decided to get married or go a different direction than what this person, because this person rejected you. That's a them problem. I mean, if you're over it and you're moving on to calmer waters and life is good, stay there. Yeah, look. So, you know, they pick somebody else over you, but it was emotionally unfulfilling. Now they want to walk away. You could argue with this person, and like I said, I think they made you feel bad. They made you feel like you weren't good enough. You see those cards? So you said, you know what? Keep whatever you got going on there, and I'm gonna go this way. And I feel like they're trying to communicate with you, in some sort of way. You're gonna get good news, some kind of offer. Like I said, I feel like this is an offer of marriage, but it's not the person that possibly rejected you, or you rejected them. And somebody's really super upset about that. Because the truth be known. Ace of Swords. Somebody checked into the truth after listening to somebody's blah, 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 blah. Which could have been, you know, just a bunch of bullshit. Somebody who thought they had their sight, but their third eye is blocked. The repetitiveness. There's something about repetitiveness. Somebody keeps saying the same thing over and over and over again, and these people are sick of it. They're sick of this person's obsession. They're sick of this person's gossip. Yeah. Like I said, somebody's in heavy regret and stuck all in their head because they listened to somebody who made it sound like they had all the answers. They knew exactly what they were talking about, but it was the Seven of Cups. Now they're finding out the Ace of Swords, the truth and nothing but the truth. This was destiny all along. They rejected their own destiny. Dummy. So now, I feel like it said, you're going a different way. You're like, you know what? You don't gotta tell me twice. Bye. Bye. Eight of Swords to the Empress. Now this person is finding out that you're the mama, not them. That you're the one that they let go of. Look at that. Four of Cups and the Four of Wands. 444. You're the regret that they will regret for the rest of their life. They rejected their own destiny. They made a bad choice here to let go of something that was growth, and now they're obsessed and attracted and worried, stuck in the Nine of Swords because they know they're about to lose all access to this Empress. Like I said, Eight of Swords, Five of Cups in the immediate future. Yeah, this person knows what's up. They're going to be left out in the cold. What could have been, what could have, should have, would have, can't be anymore. You reap what you sow. 555 444. This is not up for negotiation anymore. You found out the truth that you rejected your own destiny, your own wheel of fortune. That's a you problem. This Queen of Swords ain't playing with you no more. She done cut you off because you rejected spirit. You rejected something that was meant to be. And it was the truth. Ace of Swords twice, King, Queen of Swords. It was the truth. Now whoever you are, you're going to be left out of the Two of Cups. You lost. And it's something that you're going, whoever you are, King of Wands, whatever, Queen of Wands, whatever, masculine, feminine, you're going to have to live with that. Nine of Wands. Your decision to reject something just because it didn't look the way you thought it was supposed to look, or didn't have enough money, has now cost you the same thing that you projected onto another person. It was supposed to be your destiny. It's supposed to be this person's destiny. To level them up. Now, whether you're the Empress stuck in your head about a third party, I don't know. It could be that way too. Somebody definitely found out the truth that they rejected their own blessing here. An earth angel. And you're getting something you want. Sagittarius, Libra, Taurus energy. You're getting something you want. And whoever this person is that rejected their destiny, they're going to be left out in the cold and stuck with that decision for the rest of their natural life. Yep. Eight of Pentacles to the Six of Swords. What did I say? You decided to move on to calmer waters. Work by yourself. There could be some sort of legal action being taken here. Like I said, there's something to do with a home, a marriage, and somebody finding out the truth. The King of Swords, you were working on moving on the whole time. Especially after some kind of rejection here. And now the person that rejected you is feeling rejected because you don't want nothing to do with them anymore. Poor thing. You know, you reap what you sow. You misjudge a person and throw them away like garbage, like they don't matter, and then all of a sudden go, aha, well, that was supposed to be my destiny. Choose. The fear was your judgment, and you balancing out your emotions and getting a 10 of Cups regardless of their broke down flower. They want to apologize for not seeing the blessing that you were when they had you. Like, this could be even a divorce because of a third party. So take it as it resonates. Right now I'm feeling like it's somebody else. It's like you're marrying somebody else, or you're going towards something else. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Swords, because of their rejection or their immature actions towards a 10 of Cups. They believe somebody else over you. They believed whatever illusion was painted about you instead of believing you. Oh, so now they want to fight. They want to fight for you. I want to fight for you. I want to fight for you now. I want to fight for this collaboration. I want to fight for this because you're still single at this point. So this person's going to come in and start some shit. 5 5 5 5 4 5s 4 4 4 4 in-house, because they don't want you to get away. My guess is you've already gotten away, and that's the truth. You've already moved on to something better, moved on to something more you than trying to mold yourself into something that this person thought you were supposed to be. Like I said, they listened to the wrong person. They listened to gossip and made you an option, left you out in the cold, rejected you, or the other way around. Take it as it resonates. And now they're pissed because you're gonna four wands with somebody else. And that's the story I'm getting through this. Yep, this person got themselves single, legally single, so they could come towards you. They got themselves single from the past so they could legally come towards you. It's too late. Or is it? You know, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to each and every one of you. Like I said, this is competition, enemy, clever, look over your shoulder. Here's another 5 of Wands. This is the gossip that they listen to about destiny. Could be a Virgo or Sagittarius or a Scorpio. But now their life's falling apart because of an illusion. They're in heavy regret. They're juggling their pentacles. They want to take a leap of faith to send you a message, but they're afraid it's going to cause a fight. And it is going to cause a fight because they picked somebody else over you. And now that you're moving on and your life is getting better, now they're like in heavy regret. It is too late, dummy. Yeah. Somebody hid in the shadows, suffering in silence, while your light shines bright and you stand your ground. You waited on a material harvest and a real spiritual union, or 2 of Cups. And this person's discontent and bored and in solitude because they've emotionally withdrawn from a 9 of Pentacles who turned into an Empress. Acceleration is happening. 133 right in front of me. Everything's being accelerated right now. Cancer energy, Scorpio energy, Libra, Taurus energy. It's like this is like a planetary alignment here, where, like I said, rejection was protection in this case, because this person thought less of you because of gossip instead of coming straight to you and asking you about truth or how you felt or whatever the case may be. And now they lost. But they want to try to stop this from happening because they walked away from whoever gossiped or whoever lied about you, whoever. I feel like they pretended to be a high priestess, like I was saying, repeating themselves over and over and over again, and somebody got sick of the gossip. They got sick of hearing the same thing over and over again, and you proved them wrong. You proved them wrong, like in the public eye. And now they're in heavy regret because they believe somebody else's bullshit. But that, like I said, I feel like it's too late. They're not going to be able to. Yeah, this is 118, so that would be a 10. And this is the Word Lord, and it's a challenge. It's in reverse. There's some lying going on here, that's for sure. It says, when the Word Lord appears as your challenger, he gently warns of untruths. Say that again. Denial and unsupportive thoughts and words in any area of your life. If you've been dishonest in any way, it's time to make amends. Change your tune. Otherwise, your impact on the world will not be as effective as you would like. Even if you were to be successful as an immediate result, there would be a price to pay later. If others are being unsupportive towards you, know that it's them, not you, and don't take this world personally. Remember that you don't have to engage others when they project their own fears and negativity onto you. Another message here is about how you speak about yourself. Do you say self-deprecating words? Do you minimize yourself so that as not to intimidate others? Don't do that. Do you refer to yourself as less than beautiful? Don't do that either. Time to change those unconscious statements now. It's not difficult to change things, as we are always given a chance to make new decisions. As long as you remain positive and supportive, the rest will quickly melt away until all you perceive as the highest good for all. All you need to do is decide to change and be positive, and the word Lord will help you win the game of life. Couldn't have said it better. You got the Lady of the Light is also in reverse, so that is a challenger. Let's see what it says. The Lady of the Gift, my bad. Lady of the Gift. So yeah, so they listened to a high priestess that was full of crap. That's basically, they destroyed their own destiny listening to somebody who was full of crap. They were a liar. They were lying so they could hold on to that person and keep them for themselves, I guess. And so they lied to them about their destiny on purpose, so they could keep them. But that's not working out either. I see a big old fight breaking out because you're the gift, and somebody lied to them and said that they were the gift. It reminds me of that song I just wrote. It's called "The Pearl You Cast Away." It's releasing on Spotify this weekend, so it's a very personal song to me, because I was rejected due to some sort of I can relate to this reading, but it was years ago. And this person's going to regret it for the rest of their life. They're going to regret it for the rest of their life. Because they cast away their own destiny. And I don't feel like you'll go back. It's like if you believed what they said over me, over even asking me or over even talking to me first, then what else you gonna believe? So how could you trust somebody like that ever? They think they know it all? You didn't know nothing, did you? You listened to somebody else's gab instead of listening to your own intuition. That doesn't work out for an empress. An empress needs somebody to be solid. They don't need somebody that's wishy-washy. And this person was wishy-washy. Attractive, but wishy-washy. Ain't nobody got time for that. We got a life to live here, and you only go around once. At least this time. Alright, so this is the Lady of the Gift in reverse. It's a challenger. It says the Lady of the Gift says that the act of withholding isn't welcome in her world. In fact, withholding information is another way to lie. Are you doing this? Perhaps someone is doing this to you. Withholding something in order to keep you manipulated and controlled, so you believe deep down you're not quite good enough. Now is the time for you to address the concept of withholding. And I feel like this is more for the other person than for you, collective. If you see this in any aspect of your life, it's time for a change. Giving to others with the idea of getting something in return is also warned against here. The best way out of this mire is to give with honesty and with an open heart, and without expectation. The Lady of the Gift challenges you to be generous and compassionate. You can always start again. Like I said, somebody blew it big time. With their own, they denied their own destiny because it didn't come in the package that they thought it was going to come in. Now that package is a glow up, show up, and doing very well in their life. And they're in heavy regret because they denied it. Denied it even existed. That's what you get when you throw spirit away. Spirit was trying to show you, and you threw it away. That's your messages. I hope it helps somebody understand that, you can't keep repeating yourself over and over and over again, because that repetitive loop just keeps playing out, and then everybody sees it. Everybody sees the lie, including the person that you were trying to keep from going towards their destiny. That's not cool. You should always support somebody, even if you don't like where they're going. It's their destiny. It's not yours. So don't try to hang on to somebody and say, I'm the one all be all and I know everything, and that's not your person. When the truth comes out, the truth will speak for itself, and there will be receipts. That's just how spirit works. And like I said, whoever this person is that rejected or denied their own destiny is going to regret it for the rest of their life. Alright? I love you guys. Bye for now.